My fellow Minnesotans, imagine this. A handful of billionaires in pajamas on a private island secretly writing the rules for your money, while the rest of us were busy Christmas shopping. Sounds like a conspiracy movie? It's not. It's exactly how the Federal Reserve was born. And we are a constitutional republic, not a kingdom run by unelected bankers. Let's go back and see how we got here, because the founders would be losing their powdered wigs right now. Story time. In 1791, right here in Philadelphia, Alexander Hamilton convinced Congress to create the first bank of the United States. 20-year charter. Nice and temporary, he promised. Jefferson called it unconstitutional on its face, a monopoly that would enrich the few at the expense of the many. The charter expired in 1811. Then Congress tried again in 1816 with the second bank. Same fancy Philadelphia address, same power grab. Enter Andrew Jackson in 1832. He didn't just dislike the bank, he called it a hydra of corruption and a monster. He vetoed its recharter so hard that in 1836, the second bank died. What came next? The free banking era, 1837 to 1863. Real competition. State banks. Notes backed by actual gold and silver. Was it messy? Sure. Banks sometimes failed. But at least the Constitution's clear command in Article 1, Section 8, Congress shall have power to coin money, regulate the value thereof, wasn't being handed to a private cartel. Fast forward to November 1910. A private railroad car leaves Hoboken, New Jersey, carrying the richest bankers in America. Their destination? Jekyl Island, Georgia, the ultra-exclusive hunting club owned by J.P. Morgan and friends. For 9 days, they met in total secrecy. No press, no public, just Nelson Aldrich, Paul Warburg, and the biggest Wall Street players drafting the blueprint for a central bank. They even joked about calling it the Aldrich Plan, so nobody would suspect it was written by bankers. 3 years later, December 23, 1913, most congressmen had already gone home for Christmas. Woodrow Wilson quietly signed the Federal Reserve Act into law at 6:02 p.m. while America was wrapping presents. What started as 12 regional banks to prevent panics became the single most powerful unelected institution on earth. Here's the satire. The Fed was sold to us as the cure for financial panics. Since 1913, we've had the Great Depression, the 1970s stagflation, the 2008 crash, and now trillion-dollar bailouts every time Wall Street sneezes. It went from gold-backed notes to pure fiat in 1971, when Nixon closed the gold window. Today, the Fed creates money out of thin air, buys its own debt, and quietly taxes every American through inflation, the hidden theft that no politician wants to talk about. Congress literally abdicated the power of the purse. That power belongs to you and me through our elected representatives, not a board of bankers who answer to no voter. Now imagine what the founders would say about today's banking crisis. Hamilton, the original Federalist, would probably smirk and say, "I warned you a national bank needed strict limits," but Jefferson and the Anti-Federalists would be screaming. In the Anti-Federalist Papers, Brutus warned that consolidated power would turn the republic into an aristocracy of wealth. He would look at today's $39 trillion debt and say, "Told you so." Madison, father of the Constitution, would remind us that the Federalist Papers themselves never imagined a central bank printing money to finance endless wars and corporate bailouts. They designed a constitutional republic, not a debt-slave system where your grocery bill rises because bankers in Washington decided to stimulate the economy again. We are a constitutional republic after all. The solution is not more regulation from the same people who caused the problem. The solution is the constitutional reset. Audit the Fed, end the monopoly. Return the power of the purse to Congress. Restore sound money principles our founders actually understood. No more secret islands, no more hidden taxes, no more turning your paycheck into confetti. Elect Rachel Davis, independent candidate for U.S. Senate from Minnesota. She is running to enforce the 1787 blueprint, fiscal discipline, honest elections, and real personal freedom. If you're tired of watching your tax dollars and your savings get vaporized by a system the founders would have revolted against, join the movement. The reset starts here. Thank you, Minnesota. Let's put the Republic back on solid constitutional ground.